Good morning dear students. Today we are going to learn about melting temperature of DNA. This melting temperature we can also denote it as Tm. Why? Because it's a melting temperature Tm. Okay. So what is meant by melting temperature of DNA? DNA is melted at certain temperature. DNA, the double stranded DNA gets melted to single stranded DNA. The double stranded DNA forms a single strands at certain temperature. Okay, that temperature where the half of the DNA becomes single stranded means the temperature at which 50% of the DNA gets single stranded and the remaining 50% will be in double stranded form. That temperature we will call it as a melting temperature of DNA. What is meant by melting temperature of DNA? The temperature at which 50% of DNA gets denaturated, whereas other 50% of the DNA remains as a double stranded. Okay, means half double stranded and half single stranded. At that temperature we will call it as melting temperature. So this separation can be measured, means how much the DNA has been melted can be measured at 260 nanometers. The absorbance of DNA can be measured at 260 nanometers. So by measuring the absorbance we can know how much of the DNA has been melted, means how much of double stranded DNA has been melted to single stranded DNA. Here double stranded DNA will be showing less absorbance, whereas single stranded DNA, as the bases are exposed in the double stranded DNA, these are bonded with each other. So this double stranded DNA will be showing less absorbance, whereas a single stranded DNA where bases are exposed, nitrogenous bases were exposed, so it will be showing the increase in absorbance to about 30 to 40%. About 30 to 40% there is an increase in the absorbance in single stranded DNA when compared to the same double stranded DNA. This increase in the absorbance due to the melting of the DNA, we call it as hyperchromicity. Hyperchromicity means the maximum absorbance of color takes place here. So hyperchromicity, we call that as hyperchromicity. The increase in the absorbance to about 30 to 40% rise in absorbance we see in the single stranded DNA. That increase we call it as hyperchromicity. According to the Chargraph's rule, the ratio of purines and pyrimidines is equal to 1. Means how many purines will be there? That many pyrimidines will be there in the DNA, double stranded DNA. So this Tm, melting temperature, also depends upon the composition of nucleotides, means composition of purines and pyrimidines. Means depending upon the composition of purines and pyrimidines in the DNA, the melting temperature varies. So if we see, the nucleotides like A and T will be forming 2 hydrogen bonds in between them, whereas G and C forms 3 hydrogen bonds in between them. So it needs more heat to break 3 hydrogen bonds than to break 2 hydrogen bonds. So if GC content is more in the DNA, there is more requirement of temperature, means high temperature is required to break the double stranded DNA. If AT content is more in the DNA, there is a minimum temperature is required to break the bonds between the double stranded DNA. So this Tm entirely depends on AT and GC composition. Okay. So what are the uses or what are the applications of melting temperature of DNA? It is used to detect the sequence differences between two DNA samples. It is used to detect sequence differences. Means if two DNA samples were compared, it is used to detect the sequence differences between two DNA samples. It is also used to study DNA hybridization, and it is also used in PCR experiments.